Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Before I go into Agrabah, I thought I would go ahead and show you the deck that I've created. Now here in the first slot, I have a 0 card, and I kind of figured that it would be better to have it in the first slot rather than at the end of the deck, because this way, when I start a battle or whatever, all I have to do is rotate the deck to the left one time, and basically I'll start on this premium card right here, and then at that point, all I have to do is rotate the deck to the right again, and that 0 card is always, you know, a millisecond's reach away. So I never have to really search throughout the deck just to find a 0. Now, speaking of premium cards, I have them pretty much throughout the deck, and then at the end of the deck, I have a potion and a high potion. And since the high potion reloads premium cards and regular cards, even if they've been used in slights or whatever, pretty much the way the deck is set up right now, I can spam slights over and over. And the way I have the beginning of the deck set up here, like 7, 9, 8, 9, 9, 8, that's 2 or 3 strike raid slights right there. And that's fairly important if you consider the fact that the strike raid stunning ability works on most bosses. And even though, like, it won't work on Agrabah's boss because you can't really hit Agrabah's boss, so it's kind of funny how I'm talking about it now, and it won't be immediately useful. But bosses between floors, like we fought Axel before, there's going to be more fights like that, and Strike Raid, in my opinion, is a fairly cool way of dealing with those, because if you can stun the boss, you can combine it with attacks like Sonic Blade, or even just regular slights and attacks, and it turns it into not such of a hard fight. But here we have Agrabah, which has one of the better stories in the game, I think. Look, Sora, someone's in trouble! We'd better do something! Mind if we help? Thanks, I thought I was done for. So immediately I turn my deck to the right, or the left, I don't even know. It's kind of hard to say a direction on that, but if I turn the deck one more time from this position, you can see that the 0 is right there, so it's easily available, and I don't really have to, like I said, search for it. Now here, there's kind of a weird thing about this whole situation that we're in right now. First of all, it is another one of those gauntlet fights that I talked about pretty much at length in the Halloween Town episode. I don't know why. I've already talked about it, but I still don't know why they've decided to use this exact type of fight over and over and over again. And it's not even the only time that this fight is used in this level. It's used twice in this level, the whole ambush type of attack, or a whole ambush type of fight. And I think I might have mentioned the fact that it was used in Olympus Coliseum when I was in Halloween Town. But it turns out, if I remember, I don't think we even encountered a fight like this in the Olympus Coliseum, so it's kind of funny how they didn't put any of those types of fights in the Olympus Coliseum, and yet we're going to have 2 by the end of this episode. But the whole funny thing, or the thing that I wanted to mention in the first place about this situation, is that Aladdin was having a tough time dealing with a couple of shadows, and it kind of made me think a little bit about the lore, if you will, of the series, because if you guys remember in the first game, we could not take out a shadow with that wooden sword, but when we got the Keyblade, it wasn't a problem. Now, it kind of makes me wonder who exactly is able to, you know, take out a Heartless, because Donald and Goofy don't have Keyblades, but they're still able to kill Heartless. I think they kind of got wishy-washy on that. Maybe just Sora wasn't strong enough to defeat them with that wooden sword. I'm not entirely sure, but if you guys know what I'm trying to say, if there's any sort of official type of thing on who's exactly allowed to kill a Heartless, I would be kind of interested in hearing that, because that's something I've been wondering for a long time. They just keep coming! Guess we'd better see if the legends are true. Magic Lamp, my first wish. Get rid of these Heartless! Stand back, kids! Genie the Lamp coming through! Ain't nothing I can't make right as rain! Well, if we had rain in the desert! But enough dry jokes! One Heartless disappearing act coming right up! Gorge! Why didn't you call him in the first place? It's not that simple. You see, I couldn't have said it better myself, but I will anyway. I'm strictly limited to 3 wishes per master, and ixnay on the wishing for more wishes. So you've got 2 wishes left. Better use them carefully. I've got to get back to the palace somehow, but with all these Heartless... Hey Sora, we're headed that way too, so why don't we go with Aladdin? Sounds like a plan. That would be great, thanks a lot. Alright, here we have Agrabah, and the props over... Well, I call them props. I've never really thought about what they might actually be called, but these things that you can hit on the map that you actually walk around on, that give you Moogle points and stuff like that, I call them props. But, oh man, I wonder if that's going to be a good card. 2-3 wishes, not really that worth it. But anyway, the props here are the, what I call stalls, I guess, or bazaars or whatever. They're pretty cool to hit. I think it's a little more satisfying than just hitting whatever has been in the other worlds, like flowers or whatever in Wonderland. But there are a lot of hard bosses coming up, like I was saying earlier when I was talking about strike rate and all that, so I definitely need to grind a lot in this episode. So let me go ahead and take out all of the Heartless in the room we are currently in. Alright, I believe that is finally all of the Heartless in this room, and I find it kind of funny how I have such a relief that it's finally over, and yet I have a lot of grinding left to go. And speaking of grinding, I will, like I said, be opening up those doors. They give me a whole lot of Heartless to fight, but first I want to try my hand at a Moogle shop, because we all know that the LP guides are nice sometimes, so hopefully they'll be nice right now, and give me something that I can actually use. Not right now, but I do have 4 more opportunities to buy a card pack, so hopefully at least one of these packs has a 9 in it. Well, that was pretty much a big old waste of 400 Moogle points, so I wish I could take all that back, but unfortunately, I guess if you try and gamble on the Moogle shops, you have to live with whatever you get. But really, the only thing I saw in any of those packs that might even be remotely useful would be that I think it was a 3 Wishes premium card or something like that, but even then, even though I've been giving premium cards a little bit more love lately, I would still rather have a 9 or an 8 or even maybe a 7 regular card than an 8 premium card. But I'm going to go ahead and open up. Hopefully I have a 2, and yes I do. I'm going to open up a Calm Bounty room, because if you guys remember in the Olympus Coliseum episode, I think that was last episode, it's been a while it seems like, I opened up a Calm Bounty room, and I knew from playing on the Game Boy Advance that there was going to be a Blizzard Raid Slight in there, and unfortunately there's not a unique item in Agrabah, it looks like. Now, I'm not entirely sure how the Calm Bounty system works. I thought I remembered from the Game Boy Advance that each world has a unique item that you can get from a Calm Bounty room, but it doesn't look like that's really the case. But I do seem to remember, I wonder what this is? Well, that might just be more useless than anything we got in the shop just a second ago. But I thought I remembered anyway, a thing where if you unlock the cards in the Calm Bounty rooms, they would eventually become available in the Moogle shops. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure how it all works. I should have probably looked that up before I started the game, but I seem to remember it working a little bit differently on the Game Boy Advance. But here we have yet another plot door, and we need to play a 3 and a 4 to get in. I'm not sure if we've seen this before, where we need to play specific numbers to get in a room, but it's pretty obvious what you have to do. The only thing is you have to play the 3 before the 4 before you go in these rooms. If you try and play the 3 before, or if you try and play that second card before the first card, for whatever reason the game doesn't like that, so I guess we all have to play by the game's rules. So, why are you going to the palace, Aladdin? That no-good Royal Vizier Jafar. He tricked me into getting this magic lamp from the Cave of Wonders. The cave was crawling with Heartless. I'm lucky I made it back to Agrabah in one piece. Wasn't there anyone else there to help you out? This Jafar guy's got some nerve giving such dangerous orders. I know how you feel, Master. People have been ordering me around for 10,000 years, and what help do I get? I keep wishing someone will wish me out of this gig, but go figure the odds on that. Well, how about I use my third wish to set you free? Doth my pointy ears deceive me? Master, you do that for me. You're not just pulling my top knot now, are you? I promise, Genie. Anyway, there's only one thing I really want. Then we'll just have to do something about that, Al. Can I call you Al? So, what'll it be? Fame? Fortune? A herd of luxury camels to call your very own? Well, there's this girl. Her name is Jasmine. She's Princess of Agrabah. And that's the problem. It's hard for a street rat like me to get a chance to see her. That's how all this started. I thought if I went to the Cave of Wonders I could get the treasure, and maybe then Jasmine would want to meet me. Sounds like your wish should be that you can see Jasmine anytime you want, huh? Well, I've got just the package for you. You'll not only meet the lady, you'll go in style. As Prince Ali. How do you like the sound of that, Al? Me, a prince? Can you really do that? In an Agrabah minute? I guess the legends were true after all. Come on, let's get to the palace. Now is when I was really planning to hit that grinding pretty hard, so let me go ahead whenever this loads and pull up the map here and show you what my plans are. Pretty much all of these empty rooms over here, I kind of want to clear out all of those and open them all up and find all the Heartless, and then up here on the right above this plot door right here, I want to go ahead and open that one and pretty much just end the episode, not end the episode, getting a little bit ahead of myself. I want to go ahead and end the grinding session right there and then pick everything up and start the plot again. Well, it seems like it's been about an hour, but look at the map here, guys. I've finished off everything but that one up there, and the reason that's not finished up there is because that is the door, or the room that the plot, or the game, will put us into after we are done beating the boss. But we have another plot door here, and if I remember, this is the plot door that we are going to have yet another one of those gauntlet type fights in. So after all this dialogue and stuff, I might even just speed up that fight. Even though it's a plot door, I'm still going to speed it up. But I will meet you guys after this dialogue sequence. Wow, look at that! Who is that? It's Jasmine! She needs our help. We'll never make it in time. Then I have no choice. Genie, I wish for you to save Jasmine. Jasmine! We're lucky. She fainted, but it looks like she's okay. But now you've only got one wish left. Not again. Sorry, Genie, but you're the only one who can... Wait, this is your last wish. Don't waste it. This time, let us handle the wish granting. Well, my wishes, guys, have officially been granted. We get yet another gauntlet fight, but like I said before, let me just go ahead and speed this up, and we can get back to the stuff that really matters. See, we didn't need Genie this time. Thanks, Sora, but I'm still down to my last wish. Oh no, the lamp, it's gone! It seems my plans have gone amiss. I was certain you'd waste your last wish. What with poor Jasmine in distress and these delightful creatures to deal with. But no matter, at last the lamp and its genie are mine to command. Why are you doing this, Jafar? You've got the lamp, what more do you want? Such an interesting question. You see, I knew you were going to use the lamp to try and win Jasmine's heart. But we can't have that now, can we? Because I am the one Jasmine will marry. You? Certainly you realize that if I marry the princess, then nothing can stop me from becoming Sultan. You're nothing more than a pawn in my game, street rat. Genie, my first wish, deliver Jasmine to me. Genie, what are you doing? Sorry, Al, my hands are tied on this one. I gotta obey whoever has his mitts on the lamp. Precisely. Farewell, Aladdin, you fool. Great, now I've lost Jasmine and the lamp. You can feel bad about it some other time. If you don't pull yourself together, you'll never see Jasmine again. You lost the lamp, so what? You can still save her on your own. Losing someone you care about is bad, but not as bad as never getting them back. Sora. You're right, I can't give up now. I've got to save Jasmine. But Jafar's got the lamp. We can't just walk up to him and expect to win. Maybe we can. I've got an idea. Listen up. What's this? Has Aladdin given up on his precious Jasmine already? Well, I'm not gonna waste a wish on the likes of you three. I'll deal with you myself. Aladdin, now! And the blue glitch on the Agrabah text boxes is pretty nice. What? You! Genie, seize him! You fell for it, Jafar. What do you mean? He means that you just blew your second wish. Only one left. Go ahead, use it to win Jasmine's heart. You'll still have us to deal with. Oh, now I get it. Al, you are so clever. Well, well, the cunning of a rat. But unfortunately, you can't see beyond the bait. Your little ploy changes nothing. I can crush you once and for all and make Jasmine my own. Genie, my last wish. Transform me into an all-powerful genie. Now, of all the boss fights in this entire game, I think this might just be the easiest one, but at times it can be one of the most annoying ones as well. Now, also, you should probably know right off the bat that you cannot use Strike Raid against any of the participants in this fight. Either, I believe the parrot's name is Iago, but I can't really remember. You can't attack Iago with Strike Raid, or, of course, Jafar, because you can't really attack Jafar at all, just like in the first game. But the whole mechanic where parts of the platform are higher than other parts of the platform makes it so at some times you cannot attack the lamp like that, and you'll be almost ready to attack and it'll go down. I feel like I've been complaining a lot in this episode, but I just want to know, or let everybody know, that I only complain about games that I light. As weird as that sounds, pretty much, if I don't like a game, I don't even pay any attention. If a game I like has some flaws, I don't mind pointing them out, because it's not like I'm trying to, you know, decry the game or anything. But anyway, one more thing that I want to say about this fight, before I probably am just going to let you guys watch it, because it is kind of entertaining, I guess. The thing is, in this game, it seems like whenever you attack, you don't automatically lunge upwards if your enemy is above you like you did in Kingdom Hearts 1. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't, and that is one problem, I think, because in a game where every attack counts, if you're relying on the game to lunge upwards for you, half the time it's not going to work, and you're probably going to waste a couple of cards. But speaking of cards, the gimmick card for the Jafar fight allows all the platforms in the middle of the stage here, or all the platforms in general, to go all the way up to the maximum height, which allows you to attack Iago fairly easily. So hopefully I get one of those, but if not, it looks like Iago's almost dead here anyway. I should probably point out that the Jafar card is very useful because it allows your cards to not be broken, or your attack cards anyway, so I'll probably be putting that in my deck as soon as possible. We rescued Jasmine and we got the lamp back. You still have one wish left, Aladdin. He sure does. Time for me to make a prince out of this guy. Of course, I'd like to be free, but like they always say, genies can't be choosers. You're probably miffed about that whole puppet of Jafar thing anyway. Go on, Al. Wish for what's really in your heart. Be a prince. Get the girl. Okay, here goes. Genie, I wish for your freedom. But Al... Now no one like Jafar can use you for evil again. Genie, you're free. Al, I'll never forget this. But what about Jasmine? What are you gonna do? I was wrong, Genie. If I used your help to win Jasmine, I'd be no better than Jafar. Jasmine means the world to me. I want to show her the real me. That's the spirit. Thanks, and good luck to you, too. What for? I was ready to give up back there, but what you said really kept me going. That's when it hit me. You must be looking for someone you care about, too. Yeah. Listen, Genie. Say no more, little pal. I know just what you're thinking. Here you go, Sora. Whenever you need me, just call. That okay with you, Al? Of course. Are you sure? Anytime at all. Hey, without you guys, I might never have been able to ditch that lamp. And I think Aladdin will be fine without me for at least a little while. I see. Thanks. Let's hope both our wishes come true then. Take care, Sora. And we get a Genie card, which is a 7, so I'm not sure if I'm ever going to really put that in my deck, but I had some fun with it on the Game Boy Advance version of this game, and that whole scene was pretty... Oh wow, I get another Genie card popped out of that one, and that one's an 8. Man, they must really want me to use Genie here. But anyway, that scene had Jasmine, or not Jasmine, Aladdin running away. I always thought that was kind of weird, because it seems like Aladdin would want to stay there. Maybe he figured since he wasn't going to be leaving with us, that he would just leave us all alone. But I never really considered when a summon card was given to us. I never really considered that character coming with us, but I don't know. Just random ramblings, I guess. Of course, we're going to be getting a cutscene through this door.
What you want was action.
Too clever. I'm Larxene. So, are you enjoying your stay at the castle? I bet it's nice to peel away all the worthless memories and awaken the true memories that lie deep in your heart.
True memories?
Although, it seems that you're still forgetting the most important thing here. When that poor girl hears that you've forgotten her name, why, it'll break her heart.
Poor girl. Do you know her? Is she here?
Yes, she is. You see, the bad guys are holding her captive, somewhere deep inside the castle. And you obviously are the hero, so you have to go save her. Although... I'm a bad guy, so you have to go through me.
Sora! What's that? Is that thing mine?
What a shame! You've been wearing it all this time and forgot? No, that's not possible. The memory has to be engraved somewhere deep inside your heart. Sora, you think carefully now. What, oh what could it be? And who gave it to you?
Nah, meh.
Sora, you're getting it now. Release the memory from within your heart.
Nominee.
Well, it's about time. That's right, Nominee. Yes, she's the one that gave you that tacky little good luck charm. Not that you even bothered to remember. No surprise, seeing as you also couldn't remember her name. Talk about heartless, I can't believe you. It'd serve you right if I decided to smash this piece of junk.
Let it go! Nominee gave me this. It's very important to me.
Oh, it's important to you. Seconds ago, you didn't even know what it was.
Now here is one of those bosses that I was talking about at the beginning of this episode that is fairly difficult if you're not ready. Unfortunately, it looks like I accidentally used my 0 as the first card in that slate. I pressed R1, but it looks like it didn't want to turn. Anyway, apparently if I use that 0, if I just keep using slides, Blitz will be one of the ones I use. And this next one should be, of course, a Sonic Blade, which I got sometime in that grinding session over the course of this episode. But anyway, Sonic Blade is one of those attacks that is probably one of the best ones in this game, in my opinion, especially if you pair it with that Jafar card, because if you just keep using it over and over, you won't be able to be broken, and it just does crazy amounts of damage, as you can see right here. But I'm just going to let you guys watch the rest of this fight, because it is a fairly cool fight, and I have a feeling at this rate she's going to go down fairly quickly. She's almost done, but anyway, the cutscene right after this is fairly important too.
Yeah.
You're not as bad as I thought. You really are a hero. A heartless hero.
Who asked you?
Oh, does it hurt because it's the truth? You are just a baby. And if you're gonna be a baby, then here you go. I created another card from your memories, you know. Be a good boy and say thanks. Ta-ta.
Wait, Larxene! Where are you? Don't you dare hide from me! Show yourself!
Sora, calm down. She's not coming back.
Sora?
I hate this. Why'd I need someone like that to bring back Naminé's memory?
Whew. Throwing that battle wore me out.
Really? It looked to me like you just plain lost.
How dare you! You don't appreciate the nuances of
An ungainly effort.
Vexen.
How could you be humbled by someone of such limited significance? You shame the organization.
How can we help you, Vexen? It's not very often we see you topside.
I came to lend you a hand. You obviously believe this Sora has much potential, but I remain unconvinced he is truly worth such coddling. I think an experiment would show if he really is of any value to us.
Well, here we go again. It's just an excuse, so you can carry out your little experiments, that's all.
I'm a scientist. Experiments are what I do. Yes.
Whatever. You can do what you want. But you know, I think testing Sora is just a cover for testing your valet.
Valet? He's the product of pure research.
What he actually is a toy.
You should just learn to be quiet.
Anyway, since you came all this way, you're gonna need this. A humble gift to my elder. I hope you use it to put on a very good show for us.
Sora, not so fast!
We don't have time! They've got Naminé! We gotta rescue her!
Whew. Sora sure does seem like he's upset.
You be too. He just remembered a friend, but found out she's in trouble.
Good point. I guess if we heard that the king was in danger, we would be pretty upset about that too.
Back in the day, I wasn't really a big fan of Larxene too much because of the way she kept making fun of Sora and stuff like that, but as I've watched these cutscenes again, I'm a little bit more of a fan of her personality, I guess. But I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. I know this one was really long and there was a lot of dialogue, but that's really just the way this game is. Hopefully Kingdom Hearts 2 will be a little bit different, but this game is really integral to understanding that game's story. But for the final time, I want to thank you for watching. See you guys next time.